Hi everyone. I guess I am from very close by, the little village of Burnwood. I'm gonna make this as short as I possibly can. I spent this past summer volunteering at the scout camp that made me the leader I am today. I've been in the scouting leadership program my entire life since I was 5 or 6. And that's how I'm going to get relevant under values of scouting. It's had its issues and problems, as many organizations have, and we're weathering the storm right now. And if you want to know what I'm about, you can check out the program, check out the Scout Oath and Law. You can see what that's all about. Key issues I'm running on: healthcare. I've been chronically ill my entire life, so I've had to pay extra when other people can buy toys, 4-wheelers, and speed bumps. I'm paying for glasses, I'm paying for asthma, I'm paying for CPAP machines. I've heard a lot about veterans benefits, plenty of veterans in my family, and I've never heard them treated well once they're in the Army or out of the Army. I'm also running to support LGBTQI+ rights. I hope I said all the letters. We keep changing after them. There have been enough attacks on trans people, and as someone who is gender fluid, I need a voice in Congress. And there aren't enough of us. There aren't enough youth in Congress. In 10 days, they turn 41. 41, 3 years on disability because of burnt out career. So I'm looking to restart my life, restart my career by serving. Because in the scouting program, I also served in a leadership program in there, and our watchwords are leadership in service. And so I'm going to continue the scouting program. We're going to continue giving back to kids, because the youth is our future. The scouting program believes in youth leadership, and I'm the right candidate because I am the youth leadership. Thank you. For a very long time, Congress has just given its power out to the president to do whatever he wants to do. And it's time for Congress to take power. This answer might cover a lot of things, because that's just what has to happen. Congress has to take their power back, and they have to actually do their job. Yeah, this is a hard one, especially since I'm not in the medical community. I don't see the cost. Everyone wants to save money, but we also don't see the cost in healthcare. I tried to find out the cost of my CPAP machine, and literally the practitioner helping me couldn't get the price from the company that was actually part of Aspire. It was Aspires to Aspires. They were just calling each other, and they wanted me to call. There were so many people, and how do we fix a system that just feels so broken, that is also just charging us money? Because money's coming from somewhere. It's going to come out of our paycheck and go to private insurance, or it's going to go to taxes to pay for public insurance. And I'd rather just all of us pool our money together. That's what we have to do.
Thank you. What rights do you believe transgender citizens should have?
Do I use the U.S. stand up? But we're the same.
Stand up and say it proud.
I did not want to come out as a transgender person. I just wanted to live my stupid life the way that I was going. But it became an issue. And now I'm going to be an issue. I know a lot of different veterans all across the state, and I've actually heard mixed results. And this, I apologize, I'm going back further than this question is actually asking, because the veterans I know that are struggling for years, decades. I'm gonna go full in it, like if I have to talk about all of them. From Rice Lake to my hometown to Madison, all over the state, I've heard plenty of stories. Some have had good experiences. Many have not. especially those that are dealing with mental health, especially those like one of my friends there is raped in the military by a superior officer and spent well over a decade trying to fight. So this is not a new issue. This is an old issue. And in America, we're supposed to take care of veterans, no matter what.
Thank you, Ben. What could help to prevent water pollution and preserve our natural resources?
I gotta defer to the scout answer, and that's us. We have to actually care. Everyone has to care. And we can put all the laws in we want to, but when you see a person dumping their stuff, it's not just businesses, it's also people. And then we have to go after the businesses that are dumping, businesses that are polluting. There's plenty of them. It has to be people and the environment over profit, always. That has to be the question that gets asked when we're doing this. It's, are people in the environment at the top, or is money? And if money's at the top, we can't do it. We're supposed to be the most powerful nation in the world, and it's not supposed to be about money yet. It's about doing the right thing.
Thank you, Ben.
Do we have any teachers in the crowd? Your salaries are public knowledge, correct?
Yes, they are.
Do you mind sharing that?
So I retired, I taught the 6th class of my merit, so I think in 2011, I think I just touched 59 now.
59,000. I was
4 years.
okay. I was 5 years as an engineer, and I was making 92. I see a problem there. One, I was constantly told that I was underpaid. Two, I don't know why teachers made less than me. If we care about our teachers, we have to actually pay for our teachers, because private school teachers are definitely making more than I was making as an engineer. And our public school teachers are making garbage. So if we want our schools to be better, we need to pay our teachers better so that they can better their lives, get better educations for themselves. One of the big things is we need to stop threatening all these tariffs. We need to encourage the flow of goods. We don't make everything here that people want, and we make things that other people across the world do want. And I think a lot about just conservatism and how it's just a trap. I've had to feel the effects of conservative judgment on business, how they're just trying to save money constantly, and then we just forget something completely and something breaks, and then we're just spending more money. And that's what it feels like right now, that prices are out of control for housing. Why? Because material goods are out of control. Because why? Because we don't have good relations with anyone. We don't have good relationships between businesses, between people, and at some point in time, like I said before, people and environment before profit. We gotta find a way.
Thank you, Ben.
It's a really difficult question because it's up to the state legislatures to protect. Unless Congress actually puts forward a bill to make it so that it's not up to the states. If it's not nonpartisan, it's always going to be big. Always. It doesn't matter which side's got control. So to find that middle ground, find the people that can be that middle voice to do the calculation, it seems like there's only an answer, and people just need to be educated, and that's the biggest battle, educating people and drowning out misinformation. That latter part is something that we all need to do, and not get discouraged by the misinformation. Because it is discouraging, you just don't want to correct people anymore. Because then you have to deal with their screaming and yelling. Like my sister said, she doesn't want to lose any more friends.
Thank you, Ben.
Living wage. We need to make sure that we have jobs that are worth doing. Like I mentioned before, even as an engineer, I know 92,000 is a lot. That was a lot for my parents. That was more than they both made double. And I was constantly told that that wasn't enough, that I was working too much and not getting enough. Wisconsin specifically doesn't have standards for engineers. They don't require a professional engineering license or degrees for any of the positions. So I was competing against people that didn't have any kind of education. And that affects things across the board. When there's no standards, there's no actual ladder to climb. It's just a bottom rung and a top rung, and there's no rungs in between. So there's no actual pathway for a person at the bottom to actually climb up. You're just moving from crap job to crap job, trying to get your way to the next level somehow. Childcare should be covered. It's a health care issue.